Hello everyone and welcome back to the Ladyhill. So you can see we have moved to August and still our crops are not yet ready to be harvested. I am right here in the field number 38 which we planted first, and along with it we also planted the canola in field number 39, and both the fields are still at the growing stage. And if we look into the map, you can see I think they are still not at the final growth stage, which means that these fields won't be ready even by September, if I'm correct. So that means we'll be doing a few more contracts in this month and probably in the next month as well. And in that way, we are going to make some money. And by doing the contracts today, I am quite sure that I'll be repaying the loan that we have on us. So, straight away, let's have a look into the contracts menu. And there you can see once again we have several contracts to do. And to begin with, you can see we have these three cultivation contracts. And these two contracts are, I think, one which I can do. I won't be doing this one because although it is giving us better amount of money, but the machine for that I'll be borrowing is quite small and this field is quite big. However, I can surely do this contract on the field number 85, for which we'll be getting this McCormick tractor and this cultivator, which I think is from the Weatherstead. And along with it, we also have these two moving contracts. And then again, these two contracts are quite decent to do. But I think I'll be doing this one once again because this field is again very big. So instead of this contract, I'll be doing this moving contract on the field number 78. And for which we're going to try these two new machines. And along with it, I'll also be doing this sowing contract on field number 15, for which I won't be leasing the machines because we already have a direct drill with us and we have a better one, in fact, which has a working width of 8 meters. I think this one has a working width of only 6 meters. So I think the field number 15 is the same field that we cultivated in the previous episode. So I'll surely be starting with this sowing contract on field number 15, and I'm gonna accept this contract. There we go. And for this contract, we are gonna need our bigger Massey Ferguson 8S tractor and our seeder. So straight away, let's jump onto it. There it is, and there is the seeder. And before I'm gonna move to the field, I will refill our seeder with the seeds that we have. Well, as of now, we have 91% of seeds in our seeder, which I think should be enough for the entire field number 15. So instead of refilling the seeder straight away, I'm gonna move towards the field number 15. I think I have to go from that side. Yep. Let's be careful. There we go. I will quickly open the gates, and after that I will have a look and so as to on which route I have to go to access the field number 15. And I think the field number 15 is right here. There it is. So once on the main road, I have to take a right. So let's jump back into the tractor and let's move towards the field number 15. And I will see you right there. So here we are at the field number 15, and this is the entrance to this field. So let's open the gates. And there you can see I've already selected the barley as our crop for this field. And straight away I'm gonna start planting the barley in the field number 15. But before that, I'll surely be closing the gates. There we go. So let's unfold the seeder, and I think I'm going to use the steering assist for this work. Or what I will do is I'm going to continue without using the steering assist because it's not that big field. So I'm going to start from this side. So there we go. We are planting the barley as a contract for the field number 15. And if you look at the seed consumption rate, although it is taking the seeds at quite a good rate, but I think the seeds that we have will surely be enough for planting the barley in this entire field. And once this contract will be finished, I will also be doing two more contracts, one which will be a cultivating contract on the field number 85, and we also have a moving contract. So I'm going to continue with planting the barley in this field, and I'm going to see you guys after some time. Well, as you can see, I'm continuing with the sowing contract on the field number 15, and we are done with just about 76% of the field. So I think now it's time to switch to our next contract. And for this contract, I'll be hiring a worker, and the worker will be finishing this contract for us. So there we go, we are done with this row. Straight away, I'm gonna hire a worker for the remaining of this contract. And as far as the seeds are concerned, you can see we still have right about 2200 liters of seeds in our seeder, so it won't be any issue. So into the helper menu, and I will ask the worker to only go up and down because we already have done the headlands. So there we go. Worker will continue with this contract for us, and I'm gonna now borrow the items for our next contract. And I think I'll be starting with the cultivation contract now on the field number 85, for which I'm gonna get right about 5,400 pounds because 600 pounds will be deducted once I lease these machines. So let's borrow the items for it. There we go. And the field number 85 is right here. And once again, I have to follow this path, which will lead me to the field number 85. And the path is right here between the field number 80 and 81. So straight away, let's jump onto the leased vehicles. There it is. You can see we have a McCormick tractor for doing this contract. We, I think, also have some wheel weight. Sorry, it's a front weight, not the wheel weight. Wheel weights are already installed on the wheels of the tractor. So there it is. And now let's get attached the cultivator to this tractor. I think it is a Peter stack cultivator. No, it is from Pottinger, and it is, I think, once again of 6 meter of working width. So let's move towards the field number 85, and I'm going to continue with the cultivation contract on that field. And after that contract, our final contract for this episode and this month will be the moving contract on field number, I think it is field number 48. It's a rough guess. So let's move to the field number 85, and I'm gonna see you right there. So here we are near the path that will lead us to the field number 85. I have to take a left from here. There you can see the gates are already opened. I think it is because I did went from this route in a couple of episodes ago when I did the baling contract somewhere here around in any of the field. I think it was that field where the windmill is, and the field number 85 is right around here, and there is the entrance to that field. It will be a tight corner, so I'll be very careful while getting inside the field because our tractor is big and our cultivator is even bigger. I'll have to drive it through the hedges, I think. And I'm stuck. There we go. And we are inside the field. And straight away, I'm going to start with the cultivation work from this part of the field. And this time, I'll surely be using the steering assist because it's a big field. Well, it's not that big field, but our cultivator size is quite less. You can see we have only about 6 meter of working width. So there we go. We are cultivating this field, and I'll be doing this work also by myself. I'll try to do as much part of the field as I can. And once again, I think we're gonna need a worker for completing the contract on this field as well, so that we can start with the moving contract on the field number 48 in the coming time. And talking about the power of this tractor, I think it will struggle a bit while going up the hill, which is right here. But it won't matter much because the width of this field is not that much, and that up steep hill is in very less area of the field. So I'll be doing this work by myself, that is for sure. So the approach will be same. I'll be doing a few headlands first, and then only I'm gonna go up and down in this field. I think I have to do at least 3 to 4 headlands. Only after that I am gonna go up and down in this entire field. So I'm gonna continue with the cultivation contract on field number 85. You can see it is already almost 10% completed. So I will be seeing you guys after some time. Well, as you can see, I am continuing with the cultivation contract on the field number 85, and we are already done with about 68% of the field. And you can see the worker on the field number 15 has stopped, and it said some previous time ago that the contract has been done, but the contract is still at the 90%. So what I will now do is I will be now hiring a worker for this contract as well. So the worker will once again go only up and down in this field because we already have done the headlands. So there we go. And now the worker will finish this contract for us. And I'm gonna jump back onto the Massey Ferguson tractor. Here we are. And I'm gonna quickly finish this contract. And then we are gonna start with doing the moving contract on the field number 48. So we are left with this part of the field right here. I will quickly finish it by myself. There you can see the contract bar is raising once again. So hopefully once I am done with this smaller patch, the contract on this field will be finished. It's still on 91% and we are left only with this small part of the field. Hopefully the work will be finished once I am done with this small patch. So there we go. I'm done with planting the barley in this field, and I don't know why the contract is still stuck on 92%. Is it because we I also have to fertilize this field as well? I think that might be the reason with it. Well, in that case, what I will do is I will take our tractor and the seeder back to the farm, and once there, I will bring our class tractor and the fertilizer press sprayer to this field, and I'll start spraying this field, and hopefully then it is gonna register that this field has been completely drilled. So here we are back to the field, and let's see if the fertilizing will help in finishing this contract or not. And straight away I'm gonna start from this part of the field. But it says I don't have access to this field, and I don't know why this contract is stuck at 92% even after planting the barley in the entire field. You can clearly see I've covered almost every part of the field, but still the contract is stuck at 92%. Well, at least on the field number 15, the contract on the field number 85 is going quite good, and the worker will be finished with that field within no time. Well, in that case, I think I'll have to cancel this contract because there is no other option to complete this contract. So what I will do is I'm gonna cancel this contract. There we go. We got a reward of only 235 pounds. And since this contract was right about 7,900 pounds, so what I'm gonna do is I will add that money into our account because I didn't cheated. It's the issue with the game, so that's the reason the contract got stuck on 92% only. So there you can see I've added 7,800 pounds with in our bank account, and I will take back our tractor and the fertilizer sprayer back to the farmyard. And after that, I'm gonna start with our final contract of this month, or you can say this episode, which will be a moving contract. So before we move along to the farmland, I will also close the doors. There we go. So let's head back to the farm, and I will see you guys right there. So back to the farmyard, and I'm gonna park our tractor and the fertilizer sprayer, I think, right here for now. And our cultivation contract is also finished. So let's collect the reward from that contract as well. And we got just over 5,300 pounds for this contract. There we go. And now for our final contract of this episode, or you can say this month. Well, we also have a new contract, which is a billing contract on 100, field number 149, but I won't be doing it, and I'm going to stick with doing the moving contract on field number 78. So it is the field number 78, not the field number 48. So let's borrow the items for this contract as well. There we go. And straight away, let's jump on to the leased vehicles. So there we have this Virtus 115 RV ship tractor, and we have this different type of mover to do this contract. I haven't tried this. I haven't tried this mover even once in this version, so it will be a new learning curve, and it's a good thing that I'll be trying a new type of machine for doing this moving contract on the field number 78. And this field is, I think, quite near to our own farmyard. I'll have to take a right from the upcoming turn, and we're gonna continue going straight, and that way will lead us to the field number 78. So let's move towards the field number 78. And once this contract will be finished, I'll surely be calling it a day. And as for the next episode, I'm still not sure if our fields will be ready to be harvested by the end of this month, or you can say by September. If they will be ready, I'll surely be harvesting them. And if not, then I think once again we are gonna do a few more contracts in the next episode, or you can say the next month itself. So the field number 78 is right around here at this corner, and there should be the entry to this field. This is the field number 78, and there is the entry. So let's open the gates once again. There we go. And let's enter to the field. And once again, I'm gonna close the doors before we start with the moving work. So let's unfold the mover. And by the time it is unfolding, I'm gonna close these doors. There we go. So I haven't used this mover for even once, so it will be a new learning curve. And since I'll be going from this direction, I think I'll have to rotate it to this side, just like this. And I'll be going from this direction. And once again, I'll only be doing the headlands first, and then we are gonna go up and down in this field as well. So I think I'm gonna start with this direction. So let's turn on the mover. There we go. There you can see we are cutting the grass in the field number 78. And I think for this contract, once again, I won't be turning on the steering assist. I'll be doing this work as it is because it's not that big field, and we have some nice texture, so it will be very easy to recognize so as to which part of the field we have moved. So I'll be doing this work all by myself, and this will surely be our final contract for this month. And you can see we are already done with almost 8% of the field. So the approach will be once again same as always. I'll be doing the headlands first, and then I'm gonna go up and down in this field. So only the typical part of the field is this one. The rest of the field is quite straightforward, and the good thing is that we have absolutely zero slopes on in this field, so the tractor won't struggle even a bit. And we are doing right about 14 miles an hour, which is a decent speed. And I think the working width of this mover is just over 6 meters, so that is good as well. So I'm going to continue with this moving contract on field number 78, and I will see you guys once we are done. So there you can see I'm almost done with our moving contract on field number 78 as well, and we are on 97%. So once this will be done, I'll collect the reward for this contract, and after that I'm gonna repay all of our loan that we have, and that will be it for this episode as well. For the next episode, I've already told you it will depend on if I'll be doing any more contracts or not, because if our fields will be ready, I'll surely be harvesting them, and if not, then I think we will have to do a few more contracts in the next episode as well. So there you can see we are done with the contract. Let's quickly collect the reward for it, and we got almost 4,000 pounds for it. There we go. And we now have just about 50,000 pounds with us. So into the finance section, and I'm gonna repay all the loan that we have. There we go. And we are left with just about 15,000 pounds with us, which is, I think, quite decent. And we have repaid all of our loan. I'll surely be taking loan once again in the coming time. Either it will be for a new field or for some machinery. That will surely depend on how the things goes in the coming future. As of now, I hope you guys like this video. If you do so, then do leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel. And thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you.